What's up, beautiful people? I'm Latoya, and welcome to a brand new episode of Pieces of Lily. I know I have been gone for a minute. I apologize, literally more than a minute, more like a season, but I am back, and I cannot wait to talk to y'all about going back to school. The new school year started, and I'm so excited. I'm so thrilled at all of the new things that are to come. So let's dive into that. The girls are in the second grade this year. We are at the beginning of week 2, and I have them in the same class. We did that last year. It worked out really, really well. So we have them in the same class this year. The amazing thing is that their class is diagonal from their first grade teacher's class. So they get to see their first grade teacher every single day. Her first grade teacher's already kind of given her second grade teacher some pointers, some tips, and things to kind of help this transition be smooth. So that is super, super exciting. So let's fast forward to today. This is officially day 7 of school. It's a Tuesday, and I went to parents night just a couple of hours ago to get to officially meet her teacher, or their teacher, because they're in the same class, and just kind of get a better understanding of what to expect for the second grade year. Y'all, when I tell you that I left their school feeling so encouraged, y'all, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But let me back up a little bit because I'm getting ahead of myself. First week of school went fantastic. When I tell you fantastic, Aaliyah would literally get up early, be dressed early, ready to go, saying, let's go to school. And the school's not even open yet. Like, night and day from the past. She take 10-15 minutes trying to brush her teeth, dreading going to school. But like this school year has been just so much better. So much better. Her attitude towards school has been so much better. I think the fact that the teacher told them within the first day or so that they wouldn't have homework this year, I think that kind of added to it, of course. And the fact that the girls get to sit next to each other probably added to it. But aside from that, I mean, it's just night and day, y'all. So let me tell you about what I learned during parents' night. So I come into the school. There's only I'd say 7 parents, maybe 8 parents there in the classroom to represent maybe 5 kids. But there are roughly, I want to say 20 students in their class. So it wasn't a huge turnout, but it was good. And I'm glad that I was able to show up and learn more because I found out so many great things. So many great things. The first one being that this teacher is all about positive vibes and positive energy. She's not gonna, allow a child to talk negatively or down to themselves, like, oh, I'll never understand this. Oh, I'll never learn this. Oh, I'm dumb. She's not having that. We speak positively and kindly to ourselves, and we speak kindly to others. That's like one of the first things that she put out there. Another thing that I loved is that she has, like, those fidgets and things like that, sensory items. She's got a bucket of those in her classroom for any kid to use if they feel compelled to use it. I love that. She's got, they've got like a little library in there, but also in the corner of their library there's an area for, like, if you need to cool down, decompress, calm yourself down. There's a station, an area already there for each child. This is not a SPED class. This is a general education class, and she's got that in there. In addition to that, I didn't learn what this item was until I came home and talked to Amaya about it, Aaliyah's sister. But I noticed that one of the desks, there was this special chair. It was kind of shaped like this, and it was just different. It didn't have a back. It didn't have arms or anything like that. It was just different. So I didn't know what it was for. Well, come to find out, this is a chair that you can kind of wobble around like this on to kind of get, your wiggles out or whatever it is out. And that's specifically for that student. It's not a part of an IEP. I actually talked to his parents. They don't have an IEP. This is something that she just allowed, like she already had, and she just allowed for this kid because she noticed that this kid in particular didn't know how to sit still. And I got to witness it because he came to parents' night, and I was like, oh my gosh, he cannot sit still. So that's specifically his seat for him that she already had, that she provided to kind of help him. After speaking with his parents, I did find out that he does have an attention disorder. And so it's great that the teacher already recognized that prior to meeting the parents and offered a solution for his attention struggles. So I love that. I love that. I just love so many things. She has like a token economy. And if you're not familiar with what a token economy is, it is something that they a lot of times is implemented in ABA therapy, where basically you get a reward for doing certain things, right? And that's supposed to help make a child or a person feel more compelled to do certain actions because they know an award or reward is coming. So she's got this reward system, for example, for reading. So for every book that the children read, there is a form that she has for them. And, they have to write the book name at the top, maybe the author's name, I can't remember. And then there's like 5 stars. And so they have to rate the book. And then towards the bottom, they have to draw a picture showing their emotions or feelings or thoughts regarding the book. And then they have to write a couple of sentences about it too. Once they get that, she has a punch card that she will punch for every book that's read. And once their punch card is full, they get to get something out of the treasure chest that she's got. And it was a big treasure chest. It wasn't no little bitty, metal can type thing. It was a big treasure chest. There's no telling what's in there. But it's essentially what they call a token economy. You get a reward for doing certain, perhaps non-preferred behaviors or non-preferred tasks, rather. So I love that. And she's got some other little games and things that Amaya was telling me about that I didn't quite understand all of it. But what I did gather is that it's to elicit a preferred behavior, assist with learning, things like that. But everything, there's just games. There's just games, things that she's come up with. And I thought that was super cool. Another thing that I, learned or stumbled upon during Parents' Night is, Aaliyah has an IEP. And when I had one-on-one time with her teacher, she told me, she was like, I haven't had a chance to do a deep dive into Aaliyah's IEP. I've skimmed it, but tonight she was planning on, doing a deep dive so that she can fully understand all of the things that Aaliyah needs in order to thrive and be her absolute best self and have a successful school year. She was, I didn't prompt her about the IEP. I didn't really even say anything about her autism or anything. She let me know that she knows and that her goal is to make sure that she's doing everything she can to make sure that Aaliyah will be successful this school year. And I love that. I love that. I just love it. There were just so many different things that I was just blown away by. That I just didn't expect in a general education class. Something that they do in their school that I did know that they did is something called Spark Time. And essentially what that is a block of school, I think 55 or 60 minutes out of the school day, where the children go to different classrooms with different teachers or instructors, and they focus on specific topics or specific like math, reading, different subjects and things like that perhaps that child is struggling with. They put those kids together and then they just, get the work done. And essentially, it's kind of almost like a, tutoring or like a study session, but it's during the school day to kind of help these kids perform better in certain areas or topics. So I already knew that they did that. They've been doing that. And usually during Spark Time, Aaliyah goes with her with her sped teacher, and they just work on things together because it's a one-on-one thing as opposed to the other kids where it's still 20 plus kids in a classroom with one teacher. They're just focusing on things that those kids specifically need help with. Aaliyah does the one-on-one thing with a sped teacher. So what I was getting at with that is that I love that it's at the beginning of the day. I think they have like something that they do in the beginning as far as preparation for the day, and then they go right into spark time. So they're automatically working on those things that have been identified as trouble areas for each individual child, and then they go into the things that all of the children need to work on and learn. So I love that spark time is at the beginning of the day as opposed to at the end of the day when they're tired, when they're ready to go, when their attention span is not there. I love that it's in the beginning so that perhaps they will actually retain some of the information given to them. I love that. I love that. I love that my girls were so excited about the fact that they get to make choices in their classroom. So an example of a choice was, I think the first or second day of school, their teacher asked, okay, kids, we're going to do a poll to figure out what time of the day we want to have our snack time. And so I think she gave them different times and they voted and the kids settled on one particular time. And my girls felt so empowered and so important and felt like they were heard, by just being given a choice instead of being told this is what we're going to do at this time, this is what we're going to do at that time. They really enjoyed making a decision. And so it just, I don't know, it's just good energy. And even just off of the teacher, as soon as you walk in the classroom, I don't know if she has something blowing in the air, some lavender, essential oils, or I don't know. But you just automatically feel good walking in her classroom. Automatically. And once you get to talk to her and chat with her, and once she starts talking to you about things, you're like, oh my gosh, this woman knows. She knows what these kids need. And something that I just loved hearing her say is that every child is different. Every child learns differently. Some kids are going to be great at some things and then, perhaps not the best at other things. There may be some kids that are great at all things. There may be some kids that are not so great at all, most things. But it's her job to identify where each kid falls in each thing, and then bring the tools and knowledge and things like that necessary in order to make sure that these children are successful. So one of the ways she did that during Parents' Night is she had forms already printed out. They had like little blocks, all throughout, like almost like bubbles, like little bubbles all over. So it was, something to look at instead of just, white paper with lines and questions, but each bubble asked something of the parent to really think about when thinking of their child. So what it essentially came down to was, their strengths, their weaknesses, what are their problem areas, what are some special things about them that you would like for the teacher to know, what things really get them excited, get them going, tangible or not. It really just kind of looked at like, essentially what can she use, what information can she use to make sure that this child is engaged, that they're learning, that they enjoy what they're working on, all of that. I mean, this lady, let me tell you. So like I guess, discipline program that she had or whatever, I didn't listen to the whole entire thing because I was just so in my thoughts and thinking about the things that had already happened. But with her discipline program, in order to let the class know, hey, y'all are going in the wrong direction, like, hey, y'all need to focus, or you need to listen, or you're too loud, or whatever. She's got, Super Mario, right? Everybody knows Super Mario. She's got like mushrooms or like Mario's and Princess Peach like magnets, I think, that she'll just put on the dry erase board. And that lets them know, like, hey, you need to simmer down. You know, you need to simmer down. But it's cute and it's engaging and it catches their attention because they, you know, most of the kids like Super Mario. Leah definitely likes Super Mario. One of her favorite pairs of tennis shoes look like not Converse, it's like Vans, but they're Super Mario. But it catches their attention and it gets them thinking. And just little things, you know, kids are so visual and like, you know, just easily distractible. So just having those things I thought was great. It just it's just so exciting. It's so engaging. Like, I was just so pleased. Y'all, one thing that I was super excited about that I know not everybody has their different opinions about it. Every parent has their different opinions about it. Something that I was excited about was the fact that they're going to be learning how to write in cursive. I thought that was dead gone, all of that. You know what I mean? I know in some counties around me, you know, that's gone. But in her classroom, at least, they're going to learn it. And granted, you know, nobody's really writing in cursive or anything like that. But I know I've seen Aaliyah look at like, maybe even like fancy writing, script writing on a shirt, and she couldn't read it. And she's like, what does that say? What is that? Are those words? They look like words. I can't read it though. Like, at the bare minimum, I want my children to be able to at least read cursive. You know, and if they can write it, even better. I mean, I know it's kind of like, you know, obsolete at this point, but I don't want my girls to ever see something written and not know what it means and not know what it says. So I'm just excited that she's going to be teaching them that. I'm so excited. And I just feel so good about this year. And I love the fact that their first grade teacher is right across the hall. You know what I mean? She even told me when I came to Parents Night, she approached me, she hugged me, and she was like, oh, I'm so happy to see you. And do you know that my girls are right across the hall from me? So I get to see them every day. And she's like, and I get my morning hugs every day and all this little stuff. I just love how much these people love my kids. You know what I mean? And how excited they are to watch children grow and, you know, the light bulb to go off. Like, I just love that. I love it. I'm so happy that I picked the school that they're in. And it's a public school, y'all. It's a public school, and they're not in some special classroom. They're in a general education classroom. And I just think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be great. So I just wanted to like give y'all a little update and just let y'all know what's going on. I know I've been gone for a minute, y'all. I know. Life. But I am back. I will be bringing y'all new content soon, especially now that we're back in school and things, you know, different challenges are going to start popping up and things like that. I definitely want to discuss those things. So please stay tuned for more videos. I love you guys so much. Thank you for spending this 19-20 minutes with me on my channel, Pieces of Lily, and I will see you guys soon. Bye. Love y'all.